Yo, what's the word? It's your boy 16. If you like the content on this channel, I want to ask you to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to click that bell for post notifications. Also, I got a website at www.16shotonvisuals.com. But that's enough of me talking. Let's get to what y'all came to see. What's the word? Let the people know we got on 16 Shot on Visuals.
It's your boy Takedown Game, Lil Mouse, man. Y'all know what the fuck going on.
For sure, for sure. First thing I want to ask you about is your name. You know, where'd you get your name from?
My cousin, my cousin Shot been calling me that shit since I was shorty. I ain't gonna lie, I never really knew where he got that shit from. He been calling me that shit forever, no bullshit.
Bro. Oh, see, I didn't know that was your blood cousin. I thought y'all was just like from the same hood or some shit.
Nah, yeah, that's my blood cousin.
For sure. So between y'all, who started doing music first?
Me, for real, but we really started at the same time, for real, for real. But I fake started first, though.
For sure. I noticed lately you've been running with the king of drill, shit like that.
They know what the fuck going on. They know who was one of the ones who first started this shit, man.
Bro, you know, let the people know why you feel that way, because I know a lot of people, like, you know, you got your old fan base that you had from back in the day, and then there's some people that's probably just now finding out about you that don't even know about it.
Nah, yeah, no bullshit, but they know I feel like that because I was one of the first ones who started this shit. Y'all know that 2012 wave when that shit first came out in the city, the drill shit. You know, I was one of the first ones.
Yeah, it would have been like 9 or like 10 years since Get Smoked.
22, yeah, I was 19.
And was that your first song, or that's just
that was like the third song. That was like the third song. First, I did like 2 songs before that, but I just ain't shoot the video to them bitches. I dropped them, but I ain't shoot the video to it. Get Smoked was the first video we shot. That bitch went up.
So you basically been in the music game for about like 9 years, you would say, or longer? And you're only 22.
No bullshit.
That's crazy.
About 9, 10 pieces.
And with you only being 22, that really show like you got way more potential type shit. There's some people that don't even start rapping till they 22.
Nah, yeah. So when I was young as hell, 12 when I started that shit. Motherfuckers been rapping and liking music. Like to myself, like, you know, like fake writing shit down and liking music all my life though, but yeah, I started at 12 when I went viral, no bullshit.
What's something that convinced you to actually get in the studio and record the songs?
Like what song I would listen to that made me want to get in the studio?
Yeah.
My brother for real, my brother Binky for real, long live folks. He for real who had me wanting to do this shit. You know, he was rapping this shit when I was a shorty, watching him rapping shit. He really made me want to do this shit for real, for real. We used to listen to all type of shit, I ain't gonna lie, Wayne. And I ain't just saying that because he, I told my son, Wayne, Gucci, Flock, all that, so Wifey, Young Money, all that shit. We used to listen to all that shit coming up, so I ain't gonna lie, we been like, you know.
Yeah. So what's something about the music industry that you feel like you would have learned earlier that you probably learned recently?
Say it again.
What's something about the music industry you felt like you would have wished you knew in the beginning that you probably learned recently or over the years?
Shit, how fluky this shit is and how, you know, how weird motherfuckers be in this shit. I wish I would have knew a lot of this shit in the beginning. And just how the business is too. Yeah. If I would have knew the business and shit more probably in the beginning, you know?
Yeah.
That shit like that.
I noticed a lot of people say that when asked about the music industry, they say it's like a lot of weird stuff going on, shit like that.
Nah, yeah, hell yeah, this shit.
Can you elaborate on like what type of things? Like when you say weird, is it like the way
I don't really want to say. Yeah, I don't really want to speak on it too much, but shit, motherfucker, man, it's just all type of shit. I ain't gonna lie, from the rappers to the motherfucking promoters to shit. Everybody that got something to do with the industry and entertainment, you know, all these people, man, people be weird, man. And they be like, just because a motherfucker this and that, you know what I'm saying? They don't take the weirdness out of their ass. People still be weird as hell.
Yeah.
No bullshit.
Do you feel like, with you being like an artist in the music game, like everybody basically like looking for something from you type shit in a way? And if you don't got nothing to offer, just disappear? Because I see a lot of people, they say that, like people fake relationships and fake life.
Yeah, that's true too. That shit, that's just in life period. Shit, being in the industry or not, shit, just in life period. You know, if you ain't relevant or you ain't resourceful to a motherfucker, they go kick you to the curb, shit.
So, you know, when you was rapping and shit, you was young, so was you still in school and shit like that?
Hell yeah, like seventh grade, sixth. I think I was going to 7th grade type shit. I was going to 7th grade type shit, yeah.
So when you dropped Get Smoked, like you was still in school at the moment?
That was over summer break. I had just graduated 6th, and that was summer break. I did that shit. I think, yeah, and I was finna go into 7th grade, going back to school, but we was on summer break, so all that shit happened on summer break. I got famous, all that shit. That shit blew up and everything on summer break. So like when I just left this motherfucker, you know, motherfucker knew me for who I was, just, you know. Yeah. But when I came back to that motherfucker from summer break, hey, damn, motherfucker been in the newspaper, all type of shit since then, I ain't gonna lie. Cause how long summer break was like 3-4 months or some shit like that? Yeah, like motherfucker been in the newspaper, all type of shit since then, so that shit was like different when I went back.
How was it for you though? Like, did you like it or was it getting too much?
In some ways I liked it, you know. I've been that nigga in school and no bullshit, but you know, in that way, in a good way, you know, motherfucker fucking with me and shit, you know. But like that's when I say then again, like shit, that's even before shit, like in life period, motherfucker, you ain't even resort to a motherfucker, they gonna kick you to the curb. So it's like the people who I was seeing try to fuck with a nigga now because it's rapping shit and shit, you know, it was all cool and shit though, but I wasn't really fucking with that shit. Then the teachers and shit, they was hating the motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie, they was hating hard.
They probably, why is this little boy so popular?
No bullshit then, I ain't gonna lie. Motherfucker teacher tell me, I don't care who you think you is, ooh, at the band. Just cause, you know, everybody on my dick and shit in school and shit, everybody, you know, they ain't even learning and trying to listen no more. I'm not sending her attention in the classroom and shit, so they mad at me and shit for that.
So, you know, with all that attention and fame and so young, like, how was you acting with it in school? Like, was you able to manage and control, or that shit kind of?
Nah, you know, motherfucker get big headed here and there sometimes. You know how that shit go. And I was feeling myself sometimes though. But, you know, I was trying to. Shit, I was 12 years old. Shit, I was trying to stay humble as much as I can. Shit, but I ain't gonna sit here from my move. I let that shit get to my head a little bit at school. You know how that shit be, motherfucker. Young as hell in this bitch. I ain't gonna lie. Everybody, I got the whole school going up. Nigga from the 3rd floor to the 1st floor. Whole school going up.
Man, keep it 100. How many times you told a teacher, like, man, bitch, I'm Lil Mouse, stop playing?
I ain't gonna lie, probably a couple of times, no bullshit, cause they asked to be goofy as hell and that bitch tweaking with me, no bullshit. I ain't gonna lie, I probably done spazzed on a couple of they ass goofy as hell.
So even after like the Wayne feature, you was still in the school, or?
Yeah.
Damn.
That shit came right after I dropped the song, for real, he reached out to me and shit. Yeah, they reached out to my team at the time, and that's how we did that shit. But hell yeah, I was still in school around that time.
So was there any like teachers you would say that actually was fans of the shit and liked it, supported you?
You know, it was probably 1 or 2. That was probably, you know, I ain't gonna lie, every other teacher was on bullshit. But it was probably like 1 or 2 who I ain't even gonna say they like it, just ain't really, you know, show the same type of hate and shit the other teachers was showing.
So having all that fame and going to school, like after a while, did it like start to feel unsafe? Or?
Nah, yeah, for sure, cause my school and my hood, then, you know, my hood always been what it was since before this rapping shit, you know?
Yeah.
So, hell yeah. Then when motherfucker got famous and got the rapping and shit, hell yeah, I had to. But I finished elementary school though. I graduated out that bitch though. I wanted to leave, nigga, soon that shit happened. I wanted to bank it out that bitch though, I ain't gonna lie, but I stayed and finished that bitch.
So with you being so young and popular at that time, do you feel like, you know, that you was a target going to school type shit, or do you feel like people didn't look at you that way since you was?
Nah, for sure, motherfucker definitely was a target. For sure.
So was there ever times you ran into like crazy situations, even being that young, like just because of who you was?
Yeah, for sure.
So how was it dealing with that? Do you feel like that you had to like be more on point than like the average person?
Yeah, hell yeah. Just cause a motherfucker, you know who they is, and that motherfucker be hating. For sure, you definitely.
So how did you adapt to that? Like, did you have people around you teaching you, or was it just like?
Yeah, definitely motherfuckers around me teaching me. Then it's just like, you know, I want just the average 12-year-old and shit. So it was like I knew more than what I'm supposed to know, type shit. So, hell yeah, I kind of like taught myself then, learning off, you know, older motherfuckers I'm around too, my brother and cousin and shit.
So let's talk about your upbringing. For the people who not familiar with where you from, let everybody know like where you from.
Little Mouse, man. Southside Chicago, man. Wild Hunters, 119th Mayberry. I don't know what's going on.
So what age do you like remember what age you moved at?
When I moved there?
Yeah.
Man, all I know, I've been there my whole life.
Sure. You remember like some
born
of your
and raised, man.
Some of like your earliest memories?
I ain't gonna lie, this, you know, the city ain't how it used to be and shit, you know. That shit ain't how it used to be when the motherfucker was a shorty and shit. He was able to do a lot of shit that you ain't able to do now and shit, so. I wasn't too young, I remember a lot of little shit though.
So what age would you say like you felt like you couldn't really live like a normal kid lifestyle?
12. Yeah, 11, 12 when I started rapping. For real.
So rapping, was you like still standing like in your hood type shit as all that was going on?
Nah, hell yeah. For sure.
Yeah, how was that? Like, you know, still being in your hood and then, you know, you was rapping that hard. So was there ever times where like fans put up on the block and shit like that?
Nah, yeah, hell yeah. It was a time motherfucker just ran past us cause you know we shot Get Smoke, you know, on my block and shit with motherfucker, you know. So it's like motherfucker ran through the block here and there and shit. We'll be out there and shit, motherfucker, you know, bump out and shit, want to take a picture and shit, little shit like that. We done had that shit, then we just, you know, we be all through our shit, so motherfucker see me on any block, for real.
Yeah, I think one of the things that made like a lot of people gravitate towards you is like, it was like a shock value that came with you, cause like, we ain't see too many people your age, like, in the video talking the shit you talking.
Nah, for real, that's why I'm the king of drill, cause they know I was the youngest to do this shit, and I'm one of the first ones to do this shit. One of them, you know, I ain't seen that since Wayne, and he wasn't even, you know, coming like this.
Like I remember watching that shit, cause like, we looking at it like, damn, shorty like 10, 11 blocks away from us, what the fuck going on over there? Like, cause we ain't really used to seeing shit like that from our area, motherfucker getting attention and shit. Like we watching other areas getting attention. Like ain't too many people from the hundreds that's really,
yeah.
So how's that? Like, did you feel like you basically like had the hundreds?
I definitely did, cause there wasn't even really nobody. It wasn't nobody rapping from the hundreds. Then if there wasn't nobody as big as me rapping from the hundreds. You know, so I definitely was, and still is the biggest artist in the hundreds. No bullshit.
When you first started rapping, did you know the fame would come with it? Did you expect it, or was you just like fucking around?
I kinda did, but I didn't know all this shit was gonna come with it like that. But I knew the fame come with it like far as, you know. Cause you know, the shorty growing up, you see the shit on TV and shit, paparazzis and, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Stretch limos and shit, you know, and that shit like that. The shit you see as a kid on TV and shit. So I knew like, alright, you gonna have fans and shit, and you know, motherfuckers gonna be wanna run up to you, take pictures and shit, and you know, shit like that though. But I just ain't know the little weird shit was gonna be with it too. With this industry shit and all that shit, I ain't know that. That's the part when I say, if I would've knew that shit back then, what I know now and shit.
Yeah. So you know, for majority of people who really never experienced like what dealing with fame is like what would you tell somebody like the pros and cons to dealing with fame?
Man, just stay focused, stay working and shit, and don't worry about the haters and shit. You gotta let them keep doing that shit. And, man, just stay focused, man. Stay working. That's all I really say, shit.
So how was it with the ladies and shit? You know, like, say like 12, 13, you in school, like, did you have all the girls on your dick type shit? Yeah, they was loving me, they still love me. They was loving me before this shit, no bullshit. Bro, I just know it's levels to this shit. Like once you get
that
type of shit going on, you the only nigga in your school like that. Like,
nah, for sure. But we been them niggas, you know, I been that nigga before this shit though. But you know, when this shit came and shit, you know, that shit come 10 times more. Now everybody want, every bitch want it, you know.
So was there times where like you had like grown women come at you and shit like that?
Of course. Of course. No bullshit.
What would you say like the oldest you dealt with as a shorty though? Like,
Come on.
how old was you? How old was they?
I was for sure shorty. I was probably like what? Man, I don't want to keep really, you know, but man, then they're all the ages that shorty, 12, 13, 14, going up, and I'm talking about probably like 12, 13, you know, grown to me like what? 24, 20, you know, 25, little shit like that up on there. Then, as the motherfucker get older and shit, 17, I think what motherfucker here, man, like 30 or some shit. I ain't gonna lie, but I don't want to keep talking about this shit. I ain't gonna.
I was gonna see how old you was finna get.
I ain't finna keep, you know what I'm saying, dropping them ages.
Alright, look, you got to 40 yet?
Did I?
You took too
No,
long.
I ain't gonna front my move. I don't even think I got to 40. I don't think I got to 40.
So coming up as a rapper, and you being the age you was, like, did you like have freedom, or do you feel like you had like the freedom as a regular child? Like, were you able to do what you wanted to do type shit?
Nah, yeah, motherfuckers was able to do what they want to do, but it's just like, you know, my people just like always been overprotective and shit though. So, but you know, motherfuckers was able to do what they want to do, but it's just like, you know, not even my parents or whatever. It'll be my big cousin, big brother or something. You know what I'm saying? That, like, nah, we ain't doing that though. You know what I'm saying? Cause that's who I used to be around and shit. So they wouldn't let me send myself over, let me do no dumbass shit. Even before that shit, like nobody around me would let me do no dumb shit up. You know, even before this shit, it's just like vice versa with everybody. Like we won't let nobody send themselves out. We won't let each other do no dumb shit up. None of that shit. Like we very overprotective with one another. No bullshit.
What about like when it come to getting disciplined? Cause it's like, you know, like how your mama put you on punishment after getting a song with Lil Wayne? Like. She probably listened to Lil Wayne herself type shit.
Man, no bullshit, but shit. I don't know. I ain't gonna say I was grown, but like I said, I was like, I want the average 12-year-old and shit around that time when I started rapping and just period. Like, cause I always like, just growing up and shit, I always knew what I knew. So, but like on the discipline side, like I ain't gonna lie, before this shit, I used to get my ass whooped and shit. Before this shit being bad in school and shit as a shorty and shit, you know. Yeah. Motherfuckers used to get whoopers and shit as a shorty though, but you know, motherfucker got older than them. And I felt like double digits, 10, 11, 12 and shit like, man, ain't no more whoopers, man, motherfucker. I think it would still be like that, even if I didn't blow up a rapper, like, nah, motherfucker, ain't no whoopers, man. No bullshit.
Cause it's like, imagine motherfucker like, this shit hit the blogs, like, you as a shorty and you a rapper in your prime and they found out you getting a whooping. You know, like,
nah, that wasn't gonna happen to me, man. The blog found out that shit, everybody going crazy, and this kid still getting a whooping. He talking about all this on the 9-week toe shit. This nigga getting a whooping, man. Hey, man, knock it off, man. Get your butt out of here, man.
So did you have like both parents coming up?
Yeah, for sure.
So how was that? You know, some people they don't have
yeah, that's why I'm very appreciative for that. No bullshit, cause everybody don't get, you know, they got one or the other, no bullshit. So I'm very appreciative for that, no bullshit.
So how did they feel about you when you first started doing music?
My daddy was locked up around the time. He probably got locked up when I was like probably 10 or some shit. So I was playing baseball and shit. He had me playing baseball and shit before he got locked up and shit. When he got locked up when I was like 10 and shit, that's when I fake like, you know, went the other way. Like I stopped playing sports and shit. I kind of like merged to the other way because, you know, my OG was working all day and shit. Didn't want nobody to, you know, take me to practice and shit and stand on that shit how he was standing on to make sure, you know. Yeah. So I kind of like merged to the other way. That's how I ended up rapping and shit and, you know, talking about the shit I was and shit like that shit. Seeing the shit I was seeing.
So, you know, when he heard about when he was in jail, like, was he supporting it or was he like?
Yeah, he was supporting it, but it was just like, cause it was like, you know, like I said, my hood always, you know, been what it was, you know. So it's just like a lot of shit was coming behind this shit. Like a lot of shit was coming behind the rapping shit and the fame and a lot of shit, you know. Yeah. So it was just like he was supporting it, but it was just like far as like, you you know, you in jail, he ain't really know what's going on. He hearing about all this shit over the phone and shit, you know what I'm saying? The bad, the good, like all types of shit. He hearing all this shit over the phone. The years until he got out and shit, so he was supporting it and shit. He was fucking with it and shit. But it just like, he was just kind of probably pissed off because all the shit that was going on and happening and shit. I ain't gonna say it though, but it was just a lot of shit going on and shit.
Yeah, it'd probably be like a hard position to be in, knowing like, alright, the good that come with it, but then you know the bad too. It's your kid.
Exactly. Then I'm young as hell type shit. You know, when I just left, I mean, when he just left, I was, you know what I'm saying, playing baseball. I'm young as hell, motherfucker. Stop doing that, you know what I'm saying? Started trying to gang bang and claim the hood and shit, and you know what I'm saying, doing a bunch of young kid shit, you know what I'm saying?
When you was playing baseball, was you playing for like the Rosen Little League over there?
For sure. Rosen Little League, Cubs, man.
I used to play for the Cardinals over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We won the championship. I ain't gonna lie, we won. I was then the coldest on my team. Me and my homie BJ, we was then the coldest on our team. No bullshit. We won the championship on our behalf because of us.
You talking about BJ from what you call it? From 124?
Yeah,
that's down like family.
Yeah, that's my dog.
So you know how your parents feel about the music now?
They felt the same way at the beginning. Shit, they support. You know, they support it. They fuck with it. Yeah, they just motherfuckers just make sure I do this shit the right way, and you know.
Yeah.
Don't send myself off and don't tweet.
So could you say like that you ran across some genuine people in music?
Nah, yeah,
artist
for sure.
wise or business wise?
Hell yeah, for sure. Artist wise, business wise, both. Definitely met a lot of genuine people in this shit. A whole lot.
Anybody you care to mention?
My team, Solid Ground Music. Shout out to them. Man, shit. Everybody else, y'all know who y'all is, man. Y'all know who I fuck with, man. I don't fuck with too many people in this industry shit, cause like I said, people weird. But it's more, you know, artists and shit I done locked in on the brother side, you know, harder than the motherfuckers that I grew up with and shit.
So, you know, what's some advice you would give to like artists coming up on the music industry?
Man, watch who you work with, man. And like I said again, stay focused, stay working, man. And don't be scared to try new shit either. Cause that's how I was. I wasn't really fucking with the auto-tune shit though, but I did it and I was playing with that shit and fucking with it, and I feel like I could sing.
Bro. I had DM'd you. I don't remember what's the name of the song. You had dropped a song with some auto-tune shit.
Was it Speed Racer? What year was it?
I don't know. It's really my first time my first time hearing you do it. I don't know if you was doing it before. I DM'd you. I was like, yeah, keep this. You don't remember what year it was? It could have been too long ago. Probably like 2019, maybe.
It probably was Speed Racer, no bullshit. And it probably was Speed Racer, but hell yeah, I fuck with that shit though, like, you know.
Yeah.
It get a different vibe of the song and a different, you know what I'm saying? Then motherfuckers like nowadays, and like motherfuckers like that melody shit and like that, you know?
Yeah.
I like that shit.
Was it harder for you to make it first?
Yeah, it was. Nah, I feel like it probably was easy, cause I was doing it a little bit back then and shit though, but I feel like it was kinda easier and it was kinda easy and difficult at the same time back then. I feel like I could've made it easier though if I would've knew how to really play with it and freak it. I do now. But my voice, when I say it was easier too, cause my voice was lighter back then. Like I feel like my shit deep and shit now, so that shit I be having to go kinda light with that shit. Like as light as I could go with that shit sometimes if I want to make it really, you know. Yeah. But back then my voice was squeaky as hell, light as hell, so it was really kinda easier for me to do it, but I ain't really know how to freak it, how I do that type shit.
It's crazy, like watching over the years, motherfucker really done watched you grow up to the point you could hear it in your voice. Mm-hmm. Like as your shit was changing, I know other people noticed it, but did you notice your voice change? Or
I wasn't really noticing. I ain't gonna lie, motherfucker, like your voice getting deeper. I kind of started noticing afterwards, cause my shit used to be squeaky as hell back then, but I kind of got to noticing after, but not really. I don't know, cause I guess it's my voice shit. I sound the same to me.
Yeah, cause you know it's gradually happening, but other people they might not see you.
Yeah, they seem like, all right, man. Then I'll probably hear it if I go listen to a song, some old ass shit. Like, damn, I do sound squeaky as hell on this bitch.
What would you say like your top 3 favorite songs you made?
Damn, I gotta Get Smoking now. That's just the shit that, you know, got a motherfucking tank. But I ain't gonna lie, I like everything I drop, man. If you don't, fuck you, you a hater. I ain't got no top 3 though, I like all my shit though, but I'm still get smoke up there cause that's the shit that changed a nigga life.
For sure. So do you got like a relationship with like Chief Keef, or have y'all ever met?
Yeah, I met him out. I was talking to him on Instagram and shit when I first did that. When I came out with that King of Drill shit.
Oh yeah.
He was letting me know he was fucking with it, man. He say, "Pop your shit, man. Do your thing, man."
For sure.
But I met him. I linked up with him out here though.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So was that your first time linking up with him? Like as far as that?
Yeah, that was like
that
was like the first time me really being around him and shit.
So you know how I feel to link up, knowing both of y'all, you know,
no rack and shit.
Yeah, and then pioneers of the shit too.
Nah, yeah, no bullshit. So that shit was turned though. That shit was hella turned, man. We gotta do some shit too. No bullshit.
I noticed like not many artists really be able to work with like both sides and shit like that. But I noticed like I looked at your catalog, and, you know, you got shit with Dirt. Then you got shit with TTB Nas. You got shit with a couple people. And you know, a lot of people not able to move through the city and do shit like that. Do you feel like you was able to do that with you being like from the hundreds and y'all had different situations going on, or it's like an age thing, or?
I don't really know shit. It's just me shit. I don't, you know, I don't really, bro.
What's up?
I don't get into that shit, man.
You feel like that type of shit be like fucking up the music scene in Chicago though? Like stopping opportunities with certain people, shit like that?
Nah, yeah. Yeah, definitely do shit if a motherfucker let it.
Yeah. Cause I be even seeing certain situations where people like, the artists be cool, but it be other shit and be like, damn, motherfucker can't even work.
Nah, yeah, that shit be weird, man.
What you think it'll take to stop that? Do you think like, if all the artists, like say like, if I ain't talking about stop the streets, cause I know that shit, it is what it is. But on some music shit, like say if these two artists generally don't got no issue with each other, do you think they got enough power to say we doing music in the hood, support that shit?
Yeah, it'll have to be up to them shit. It'll have to be up to them.
So what's your feelings on like just the whole Chicago scene when it comes to that shit? Like, do you think we'll ever get this shit together?
Anything possible though, but I don't really think so. That shit gonna be like that shit. That shit gets crazy and it's different too now. So then this music scene playing a big part of this shit, you know?
Yeah.
Like motherfuckers go drop diss songs and shit and all that shit. Like that shit, that's what's going on now. Motherfuckers don't even get no fuck. They using this shit for their beef, you know what I'm saying? They go reply to a motherfucker in the diss song or to talk about this in the diss song and shit. So you know, this shit playing a big part of that shit though. So I feel like as long as this music shit go on, that shit ain't stopping.
Yeah. One thing I have noticed though, a lot of people getting tired of this shit. Even people like, if you watch the interviews from back in the day that said crazy, disrespectful shit, you talk to them now, years past. A lot of people getting tired of this shit.
Yeah, that shit getting old, man. Motherfucker that ain't everybody main focus no more. Motherfuckers, especially motherfuckers that you know what I'm saying, that remember that shit and that was going through that shit years and shit, you know what I'm saying, that was playing big parts of that shit when it was going on. Like, motherfucker ain't worried about that shit no more. Motherfucker trying to get some money, man.
So you know, with you know, you still young, but at the same time, you've been in it for so long. So are you at the point where it's like that shit tiring to you too? Or like, cause you know, most people your age, they fresh in it. They really like on go mode right now when it comes to this shit.
Nah, yeah though, but you know, that's still in my music. That's still what a motherfucker rap about, talk about, cause that's just me. That's just what I, you know, that's just me. That's just how I came up. That's just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So shit, that ain't gonna never change no matter what. It's just like how you do shit now, you know, ways to do shit. I guess there's ways to say shit in songs now, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers will say some shit in a whole different way or, you know, or whatever type shit. Like, that motherfucker be really talking about drip, getting high and, you know what I'm saying, being in different states and shit that motherfucker ain't going to.
Yeah.
You know, motherfuckers ain't seeing and shit. Once you get to getting out your city and shit and really moving around and shit, you will have more shit to talk about. And not just what you going, you know, seeing and shit used to in the city and shit.
For sure. But like, when you start switching and doing shit like that, do you feel like the fans stay with it? Or they
Nah, you probably have someone that just want you to talk about what the hell you talking about. I ain't gonna lie, cause you know everybody don't like everything. You know, you have some motherfuckers who ain't fucking with that shit and be like, nah, I like you better like this. And you have some people like, I like you versatile, like switching that shit up. Yeah. And you have some people like, nah, I think you should switch it up and go this way, ooh, at the bend. So I could be trying to do a little bit of everything, man, trying to please everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's not impossible.
I got some shit. Yeah, it's not though, but I just be like, man, I got some shit that you like, I got some shit you like, I did some shit you like, shit like that.
One thing I noticed, like a lot of like fans and people, they critic artists and they complain to them about like, oh, this all you do is this, or you do this and disrespectful. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, when they do it, they see what the numbers doing. So it's like, who do you really blame? Because some people really probably don't want to do that shit, but they know like
the numbers gonna go up on that shit. So I got to,
Because who want to just keep making themselves hot? You feel me? Like it's one thing you throw a diss, you and your feelings, you mad, something happened, you diss. But when you doing that over and over, you ain't just that mad, bro. Yeah. Like you know what you doing.
Yeah, I don't know, that shit just be crazy, man.
Yeah. So who would you say like your top 5 dead or alive from the city?
Top 5 dead or alive?
Yeah.
I ain't really got one. I ain't gonna lie. Everybody doing their shit in their own way, you know?
Yeah.
Like everybody did their shit, everybody played a part, or what part they did play, you know, dead or alive, you know?
Well, I ain't gonna say like top 5. More so like, is there any people that like I say you listen to more than others, or like just like?
I be trying to listen to all type of shit just to hear what motherfuckers talking about, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just to hear what motherfuckers talking about, like especially like the motherfuckers that's popping and shit now, just to like hear like what motherfuckers like then now like a lot of people like a lot of other shit, a lot of different artists where you would think, you know what I'm saying, people want to be liking that shit.
Yeah.
But as far as from my city and shit, you know, everybody played their part and shit. But, you know, of course, Sosa started, he was the first one to me that started with this drill shit, started rapping with this drill shit.
So do you feel like being from Chicago, it's hard to make it as a rapper if you're not on like no gangster shit?
I wouldn't necessarily say that shit. Like I said, people be liking what they like shit, so you will never know, man. It be motherfuckers you least expect blow up and shit.
So how does it feel for you to be like in LA, away from all that shit?
I love it. I fuck with it out here. You know, anything way better than the trenches shit.
Yeah.
I still go back though, but you know, motherfucker get out the way working and shit.
Was it easy for you to adapt moving here?
I've been coming, I ain't gonna lie, back and forth since like 2014 and shit, so I've been loving this shit, fucking with it and shit, so it wasn't really too hard.
So how was it when you first moved? Like what you been back and forth, like did you have friends and shit out here already?
Yeah, I knew motherfuckers from out here already and shit. Cause like I said, I've been back and forth since 2014 shit, so it's motherfuckers I knew for a little minute. Yeah. That's from out here and shit.
So you ever run into people who might like spot you on the street type shit out this way, ask for pictures, things like that?
Nah, yeah, for sure. On Melrose and shit. On the strip, really if a motherfucker outside on the strip and if a motherfucker PPC. Everybody don't really know I got dreads now. So if a motherfucker know what's going on and peep me, they definitely, that's fool.
So you know a lot of people they move this way for like opportunities and networking and shit like that. Like have you noticed that type of shit out here since you've been here?
Like motherfuckers moving from our city out here to networking shit or just?
Like as far as your own personal situation, like that.
Oh, nah, yeah.
Been in any situations that?
Nah, yeah, of course, hell yeah. Definitely in our city and shit, you know, it's way better than up there. I ain't say you can't network and do what you do in the city either, but, you know, it'd be way better out here, cause, you know, business in, like, you know, industry motherfuckers will be out here, and it'll just be, like, better for them to link up with you out here than them come to Chicago and shit. You know, everybody don't want to come out there and shit.
Yeah. Was there ever times where you just probably was outside, talk to a random person, and they end up being somebody that you know you should have met type shit?
Out here?
Yeah.
Damn, I forget. I don't know if it was true or not though, but I was at the condo and shit, just chilling, coming down on the elevator or something. And it was a guy on the elevator and shit. told me he was somebody's manager. I don't know if he said Tory Lanez or somebody. I forgot. He said he was somebody's manager and shit. And I don't know if he was telling the truth or not. I ain't really get too deep into that shit though. But I'm like, damn, if that was him, I'm like, damn, I just bumped into, you know, just on some chilling shit.
Yeah, I be hearing a lot of shit like that happen. Like you be in a grocery store, speak. Oh yeah, from this record label or anything.
Nah, yeah, for sure, definitely.
So what would you say like the number one thing you miss about Chicago?
The food.
Yeah, everybody said the same thing.
And of course my people, my loved ones and shit, but the food, man, this shit. I love LA, I ain't go, you know, I love LA. But y'all ain't nobody got us on the food, man.
Yeah, that shit kinda tough. What's some spots you found out here that you fuck with on the food?
In-N-Out. And Boston Nova. And motherfucking. What's that, Chef Grizzly?
Oh, yeah, that's
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck no. Hey, I just heard that shit the other day. I ain't gonna lie. That shit a real hit.
I was just gonna put you on there. You ain't know.
Yeah, for sure. That shit a hit. I just had to ask folks. Oh, you know about it too? Okay. Chef Grizzly. Boy, I just got pit on that. That shit a hit. Macaroni.
Throw us a free meal or something. It's a good promotion.
No, you know what I'm saying? Lamb chops. Man, the juices off them bitches, man.
Okay. So I seen in an interview with Korporate, he had spoken on a situation where you had got shot or something like that.
Yeah.
What was going on with that? Was it a music video shoot or a skit y'all was doing?
Well, I was doing a skit. Black People Be Like, I think.
Yeah.
That was. Yeah, I was doing a skit type shit, and that shit happened.
So like, was y'all like outside like in your hood type shit or? Yeah.
Hell yeah. On the same block we shot Get Smoke on, where it all started.
Yeah, shout out to Korporate too. I've been seeing them skits, they been going over crazy.
Oh yeah, shout out my boy Korporate, man. He's still doing his thing, man, you know.
Sure.
Get up, we could do something else, man. We just go to a different location. We go be in Ella or somewhere, man, you know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
They ain't stopping nothing, man. Niggas still working, man.
So how was that situation? Did y'all like, at the time, was y'all able to finish the skit or that ruined everything?
Nah, yeah, the skit got finished.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ended up getting finished. He still dropped that bitch. He ended up getting finished. You know, and that bitch went up, you know, how I was gonna do anyways. But hell yeah.
So, you know, how was that situation for you? Like, when you got hit, was you aware that you got hit right away?
Nah, hell yeah, I was aware right away. That shit was just crazy though. I was high as hell though, so it was just like really unbelievable to me.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I was high as hell. I ain't gonna lie.
Did that help? Did that help the situation?
Probably shit. Probably I was high as hell. I was
probably just looking like that.
Like yeah, no bullshit. Just looking like man, you know.
So what was some things going through your head at the moment? Like, was you in fear of your life, or did you feel like you was cool? After like looking at
man, no crazy shit, no bullshit was going through my head at the time. I was just in my head like, man, what the fuck? This shit, I don't know if it was like, you know, shit just be, I was so high, I was thinking it was a dream, I ain't gonna lie. So I woke up in the hospital the next day. I thought the shit was a dream, man, no bullshit. And it was right before Halloween, some shit like that.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah, like October 30th or some shit like that.
So how did everything play out? Like, how did you make it?
That's crazy. The ambulance pulled up. The ambulance pulled up and shit. I got like hit in a major artery and shit in my left leg. Shit, like, went through and shit. So I had to like, it was just like I lost a lot of blood out there basically. There was a lot of blood gushing out. Shit. I lost a lot of blood and shit. My cousin tied a belt around my leg and shit. He tied a belt around my leg until the ambulance pulled up. But they was finna drive me themselves and shit, cause it was like they was taking too long. They was taking too long, so they finna drive me themselves. But the ambulance ended up pulling up and shit. And that's crazy, cause I had just came from Atlanta, and I wasn't even supposed to be up there that long. I'm supposed to have been up there to come back, get my hair done, and go back to Atlanta type shit.
That's so crazy how quick shit can happen.
Nah,
for
yeah.
pop in, pop out.
Nah, for real. Oh bullshit, I wasn't even supposed to be there that long.
So at that point, was you already like out of Chicago, or you just saying you wasn't supposed to be there at the moment?
Yeah, I wasn't really supposed to be there at the moment, but I was like, out of there too, but like I was still, you know, motherfucker still would go back, but I was like out of there, I ain't have to go back if I ain't really want to. I just went back to get my hair done and shit. For some reason, I don't know. And then when I was there, I think bro I don't really remember how it went, but I think bro probably had hit me up. But you know, we probably been chopping up about doing some shit anyway, but I think he probably hit me up when I got there and shit, and I'm like, fuck it, we just did that shit.
So how was the recovery process like for you?
That shit happened in October. I think I was probably good about the middle of November. Probably like the middle of November.
Like, does it still affect you today anyways?
Sometimes. But I wouldn't even say always good. About the middle of November, I was probably like limping still, but I was like on my 2 feet. Probably one crutch or some shit. I don't really remember how it went, but it was kind of quick though, it wasn't that long. But that shit still be kind of fucking with a nigga here and there. Like if I sit down too long, shit, I gotta get up and stretch my leg out and shit.
It was like some in and out type shit, or?
Yeah, but it hit the main artery though. That's the only reason why they had to do what they had to do and shit, go through major surgery and shit. But it went in and out for real though.
So besides like how it will physically affect you, how would you say it affect you like mentally? Did it change anything about you?
How I move. For sure, I ain't motherfucking been shot since then, so hell yeah. Motherfucker definitely changed how I move.
Was it times you was shot at before then though, or was that like one of the first time?
That wasn't the first time, but it was, you know,
Yeah.
I ain't been shot before that, but that wasn't the first time probably a motherfucker been shot at. I don't think that was the first time, but it wasn't too many times. A motherfucker wasn't just getting shot at. That was probably like the second time. You know, I ain't gonna say like a motherfucker getting shot at, but you know, just being in the streets, motherfuckers know how that shit go, man.
Yeah. So shit like that happening, like, is that part of the reason that you will want to leave the city too? Just like tired of?
Nah, yeah, hell yeah, for sure. Just like, you know, motherfuckers just get tired of that shit all the time. Then it's like, I'm trying to better myself for me and my people's type shit, so I can't do it there, doing that shit.
I feel like it's a debate with certain people. Like some people I ask and they say like drill music didn't make shit worse, but some people say it did. What's your opinion?
They probably, I don't know, you know, people be having their own opinion and shit though, but if you ask me, it probably ain't make it worse. You know, motherfuckers go, like, of course, you know, shit is gonna happen regardless, but it definitely played a part in that shit, for sure.
Cause I think the people that say it might have didn't, they saying that because they know what's going on already.
Nah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like shit was gonna go, you know, shit was already happening anyway before the music shit. You know, shit was already going on. So, but it definitely played a part in that shit. Cause like I said, motherfucker was using that shit to make motherfuckers mad. You know, make this on shit. So that shit definitely played a part.
And it started getting other people involved in other areas.
You know, shit like that. That's what I'm saying. So that shit definitely played a part.
Yeah. I just seen a post about New York. They going crazy right now. Like they going back to back. Rappers just steady dying.
Yeah, that shit.
Not saying they ain't been having their street shit going on, but
it just, you see it more now because of music and shit, like just how everything going and shit. So yeah, music definitely played a part, and that shit done that part in every state. You know what I'm saying?
I think just drill specifically.
That
shit. Exactly. It's like drill about that. Like,
exactly. No bullshit. Because if you was coming rapping about some other shit, they probably want, you know, you coming on that bitch talking about, you know, what you talking about. So that's, hell yeah, that shit played a part.
So what's some major differences you see with Chicago and out here?
Of course, the scenery and shit, you know, that shit. But like I said, you know, shit happen everywhere though. So, you know, motherfuckers just be having a habit to, you know, just move how we move anyways, being from our city and shit. So, but you know, like I don't be letting it get to my head, like, oh yeah, you know, you really don't gotta look over your shoulder and shit, but I just make sure I still do, you know. You know, shit happen anyway, but you know, it's way better than the crib, you know. Motherfucker be really, really on defense at the crib, but you know, I stay on defense everywhere I'm at.
It's crazy. It's like out here, you might not have too many enemies and shit, but there's other threats. Like even though they rob people everywhere, but I'm saying they really rob shit out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. You gotta be on point, just anywhere it go. Like all right, your ops ain't out here, and you know what I'm saying. But it's still like shit is still happening wherever. Like motherfucker rob and all type of shit, you know.
Bro, but having that as a worry versus having you know when a nigga see you, they gonna shoot. That's like little shit to me.
Exactly.
Like, oh, bro. So you ever locked in with any artists this way? What you been out here?
Yeah, a few of them. Shout out my boy Dank, man. Shout out my boy Dank, man, doing this thing. MNS, man. Dank, man, my dog. That's my boy who I'm locked in for real out here. He a rapper going crazy and shit. Now I'll go fuck with him.
So coming up, was there anybody you looked up to? As far as maybe an artist or somebody like in your neighborhood?
Yeah, not an artist, but my big brothers and shit like that. That's who I looked up to for real.
So you had like older people around you guiding you and shit like that?
Hell yeah, my big brothers, big cousins and shit, hell yeah.
You know, what would you say you learned from them as far as shit they probably taught you when it come to like living the way you was living?
I ain't gonna lie, they taught a motherfucker everything. What not to do, what to do. You know, motherfuckers still made the mistakes they made themselves, you know what I'm saying? I still made the mistakes I made myself on my own type shit, just growing up, you know, there's only so much you could tell a motherfucker, you know, you gotta let a motherfucker go through that shit and see it themselves, you know? There's only so much you could tell a motherfucker though, but you know, they definitely did a good job, man. All my brothers and cousins did a good job, man.
For sure. So like before hopping on off the porch shit like that, was they trying to like keep you away from that shit? Or was it more so like
they ain't really want a motherfucker doing that shit though, but it was kind of hard to keep the motherfucker away from it, because it's like I was really seeing the shit and the motherfucker really from where I'm from, you know? So it's like, I don't know, it's like I really did it myself. I really went that route myself type shit, but it was just like the shit that was going on that was real back then, it was looking fun on us, you know what I'm saying? Like the shit my older brothers and older cousins and shit was doing, you know? It was bad shit, but it was just looking fun. Us shit, we was little kids, shorty just wanted to be like them, just wanted to do the shit they do, be outside all night and run the streets and, you know what I'm saying, do little shit like that. That shit looked fun back then, you know?
Yeah.
I'm bullshit.
Really seeing like, you know, everybody got their own different ways they got into the streets. Some people, it be poverty, some people it be, they hurt and they want revenge. But a lot of times they literally just be being outside.
Nah,
like,
for real.
You know what I mean? Consider this the streets.
And where we from and shit, you know how that shit be outside, man. You a victim to some shit already.
Oh, bro. Like I remember walking through the gardens, just going to school and shit. And this before I really even know what my neighborhood got going on. I walk through that bitch, they ask me where you from, I tell them over there. They get on my ass. I don't even know why. So shit like that kind of force you to like,
for sure.
But I'm gonna be a victim everywhere.
Exactly, hell no, they got me fucked up. Y'all got me fucked up, no bullshit. It definitely be shit like that, like man, I ain't even had no choice to hop in this shit, like motherfuckers, no bullshit.
Like that's what some people don't understand. I be reading the comments and shit, and they, why do all you guys choose this and choose it? Like some niggas do, but a lot don't.
Everybody ain't got no choice, I ain't gonna lie. Some people do it, like for the ones that's choosing that shit, that's what you need to direct that shit to. Like why is y'all doing this shit? You know what I'm saying? Cause you choosing to do this shit, like, nah, some motherfuckers ain't got no choice, ain't had no choice. Like this was the only choice. So,
bro,
I can't say that to everybody.
So what would you say like led you to actually hop off the porch?
Like I said, my daddy went to jail, and I was playing sports before that, so it's like I feel like, I don't know, I kind of thought that to myself, like, well, I'd be rapping if he would never went to jail type shit, because I would have probably still been playing sports and shit, like, because he was the only motherfucker, like, standing on the business, making me, you know what I'm saying, go to practice, and you know what I'm saying, making sure I don't go that route and do that and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Type
shit, so I don't really know how I would have went though, but all I know, once he went to jail, shit, motherfucker went the other route. Like I started, you know, hanging out with my brothers and them in his age range and shit like that. Like me and my little homies and shit, we hanging out with the older motherfuckers, no bullshit, you know, shit like that. So I don't know, that shit's crazy.
How was it hanging with like the older crowd, shit like that?
It was like they was all my family, like, you know what I'm saying? Then like it was like I knew everybody, so it was just like regular, like no bullshit, like everybody was family, like, you know. Yeah. Like I knew everybody, like even they friends and shit, like we always been close and shit in my hood though, so everybody like family, so it was like, you know, it was just like regular. It was like if I was talking to one of my homies, but it was just like they look older and shit though, you know.
So with you having like older friends and shit like that, when you were around people your age, did you feel like you had more pull with them, or like?
We was always like together. They'd be hanging with the older motherfuckers too, type shit. Cause like I said, half of them would be our real cousins and be related to one another. You know what I'm saying? We just they little cousins and shit. You know what I'm saying? We just around them, hanging around them and shit though. So it's like we was always hanging with the older motherfuckers. They'd be with me hanging with they.
So what would you say like the first loss that you took that you feel like affected you streetwise?
My brother Gunner died. What that was, 2012? Yeah, like 2012 he died. That shit really fucking me up, I ain't gonna lie. Hell yeah.
I think I went to school with him too. He went to COLLABS or something?
I don't really know, I ain't gonna lie. I don't really know what high school he went to.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was him, bro. If it was, his ass was wild. Yeah, I ended up going to school with him. He did some crazy shit.
Not yet. Folks ass was a little screw, man.
Yeah, man.
No bullshit.
So when would you say like you think things got real for like your age group when it came to like your neighborhood?
Shit, I don't even really know what year, but it's like, you know, when we got to get a little older and shit. Not really too older, we were still shorty though, but when we got to get a little older and shit, our age range got to really, you know, playing with guns and shit. And it's like we always had ops and shit even before this rapper shit. Like, you know, our ops always been our ops even before this shit. Before I was even thought about doing this shit, so it's just like they had motherfuckers our age too, you know, they got little cousins and shit too. It's like once motherfuckers got older, I guess you know how that shit go, man. Motherfuckers got older on both sides. We got older and they little people got older too, you know, shit.
One thing I noticed that you said is, you know, a lot, the shit was going on like way before you even got into this shit. Meaning like, a lot of this shit is, what's the word? Like, not hereditary. Basically like, it's, you know, it was other people beats at first type shit. But as you get older, I know shit happened to the point, it don't even matter if other people beats at first. It was, you know,
exactly.
It was, cause shit happened already. But like, what do you feel like will break the cycle? Because yeah, it might be too late for this generation and that generation because they had shit happen, but it's other generations that's growing up watching motherfuckers and they already been taught these the ops. And the other side been taught them the ops.
Exactly, that's how it was when I was growing up. Like, I always taught like, we don't fuck with them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we ain't fucking with them. But I feel like, it probably wasn't nothing really a change, but it would've probably changed a few kids and shit that's growing up. Just probably, you know what I'm saying? It'll have to be their guardians and shit. I have to remove them from that, you know what I'm saying, that area. I have to teach them not this and not let them see that and shit. But it's damn near hard to do that. I ain't gonna lie, cause it's all type of shit playing on TV. I ain't gonna lie, you never know. Music, it's all type of shit, man. I ain't gonna lie. So it's really hard, no bullshit.
Yeah, that's another thing. I feel like a lot of people don't put enough blame on the parents. You feel me? They blame everybody else. But I do feel like
they play a part too.
Yeah, I do feel like the people that's around and the people that's on the block and shit should hold some type of responsibility. Cause yeah, you might hate these niggas, you got a reason to. But I feel like you should still tell the shorties coming up, if you care about them, this ain't your beef.
That's real shit too though.
Nobody doing that though.
Nah, yeah, ain't nobody doing that. That's real shit too though. If it was a lot more of that, it'd probably be different too.
Bro, cause then these situations, it wouldn't just be a cycle. Like if motherfucker really pay attention to what's going on, we just all killing each other over and over and over. Just look at all our rappers that we have from back then to now. Like, ain't too many people around.
Nah, yeah, no bullshit. But yeah.
So how often do you go back to the city?
Here and now. I was just there recently. I had to get up out of there though, but I be going back. And you know, you gotta go back to see my loved ones and shit, my people and shit still.
Yeah. You know, some people when they be away from Chicago for too long, they start getting home. So do you feel that way? Or you kind of be ready to get back to LA when you're in Chicago?
I wanna say I miss being there. I just miss the people there. Like if I could bring all of them with me here right now, I probably wanna never go back. No bullshit. Because when I be going back, I be done ready to leave for real.
Yeah.
Like soon I get there, I be done and ready to go. I thought I'd do what I came back to do and shit. I be done and ready to leave.
What would be like a dream feature for you? You done already got that motherfucker.
Yeah, I got it already. Shit, the other car, the Jay-Z, Sean car. That's the other one. Shit, I got Wayne already, man. That was it right there. I've been fucking with him before he did that shit.
So with you not been in the city no more, like, do you still be paying attention to the shit that be going on? Shit like that? Like, as far as the scene, new faces on the scene, shit like that?
No, yeah, it's like, you know, in the beginning when a lot of motherfuckers rapping and shit. Now it's like a lot of people rapping, like a lot of motherfuckers rapping now. And you know, they got their own little fan base and shit, like motherfuckers fucking with them and shit though, so, you know, I ain't gonna never, you know what I'm saying, discredit a motherfucker from doing their shit and try to feed their people and shit, so, you know.
For sure.
But it's definitely a lot of motherfuckers rapping though that weren't rapping back then.
You ever plan on doing like any features with anybody coming up from the city that's like outside your circle?
If they fucking with me and they want to do it, you know, we could work. If I'm fucking with you, we could work and do it, you know. I don't really just be reaching out and shit.
Yeah.
I'm trying, you know, I ain't really with that.
Who would you say like your top 5 like baddest females in Chicago?
Nah, I ain't gonna do that one. I ain't gonna do that. We gonna keep that question right here, but I ain't gonna name drop. Y'all know where y'all live, y'all bad stuff. No bullshit.
So do you remember like your first song you recorded type shit?
Change Up.
Oh yeah. It's still on the
on YouTube and shit, I think so.
Yeah.
No bullshit. Change Up, the first song, man. I had shot on that bitch. We fucked them people up. Y'all know what the fuck going on. And that was the first song. Second song was She Say. And what the fuck? Third song, Get Smoked. But that was just the first video I dropped.
Bro.
No bullshit.
How was like the attention you got? Like your first song, was it a buzz behind it or did it take
Nah,
the
yeah,
video?
for sure. I got motherfuckers that was hating on me that I ain't even know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Motherfuckers hating and mad that I ain't even know. No bullshit. They hating, mad.
So in the beginning, like, did you have anybody like behind you? You know, with you being young, you can't really be doing all this on your own. As far as studio time,
Nah,
videos,
yeah.
travel.
I was with the first team I was with, hella been music group and shit.
For sure. Y'all not working with each other no more? Well, no, of course you just named the whole nother.
Nah, yeah, for sure. Solid ground music, man. Pay down game.
For sure. So how did things end with that situation?
I don't want to speak on it, man.
I feel you.
Niggas want to, you know.
Yeah. What you got coming up as far as music and shit like that? You working in
I just shot a video out here. I really shot that bitch yesterday. No music on the way. I got all types of shit, I ain't gonna lie. I can show you so much shit, bro. I got all type of shit. All type of unreleased shit. I'm finna get to dropping this shit. I got covers and shit already. I got like, I ain't even gonna tell you. I mean, I got ready for y'all, but I got this video finna drop any day now, man. Y'all see that, them all songs, hold on. Y'all see that, them all songs. Them all songs, man. Them all songs, man. No bullshit. I could keep going, but I ain't gonna keep going. Look at all that.
Oh, crazy.
I ain't gonna keep going though, but I got all type of shit, I ain't gonna lie, but I'm finna get ready to drop this shit. Video dropping any day now. What it costs, I'm gonna give y'all the name. Dropping any day now.
I see you record a lot of songs. What's your recording process like? Do you punch in, you freestyle?
I be punching in. But I be writing to it. I got some shit out of freestyle, went in there and just, but when I say punch in, I do like probably 2 bars and I say punch it. But some people be doing that far as freestyling, just going up there punching in and shit. But nah, I still write. But I done did that shit, got up there and just freestyling and just, alright, punch it in. Alright, come on, punch it in. Just going without the pen, but I be like writing better though, I ain't gonna lie.
How many songs you say you probably knock out in a session?
Depending on how long my session is, but it don't take that long to do no song, I ain't lie. Especially if I write that shit before. If I've been writing before and shit, I'm gonna come to the studio and just lay all them bitches down. But if I gotta write before and shit, it'll probably take me like 30 minutes a song. Cause I gotta write, it depends on what song you want, like how I'm doing it. If I'm doing a 2 verse, if I'm doing it one verse type shit, like it really just depends how I'm doing it type shit.
You know, a lot of people say like it costs more to live out here. But one thing I noticed with the studios, I've been finding a lot of studios where like you get 12 hours for $250.
Yeah.
It just be no engineer, but it be top of the line studio.
We, you know, had our own studio and shit though, so we ain't really gotta worry about that shit.
Okay.
We would come to our shit and if you wanna get some hours.
So you might as well advertise that bitch too.
Come to our shit if y'all wanna get some hours, man. No bullshit. I ain't even gonna, I'm just follow me TDG Mouse, man. I'm gonna post that shit, man, on Instagram. Y'all can just fuck with me, man.
What's up? You got anything else you want to promote? Like, you don't got like no merch or anything you be fucking
Merch
with?
coming soon. That shit coming. The merch coming soon. The new music coming soon. All this shit coming soon. We going up. We going crazy. I'm still a King of Drill. I just chilled back. Since I did the King of Drill shit, I just chilled back for a little minute. Got my shit together. Now I'm finna flood this shit. It's beginning of the year. They know what the fuck going on.
Matter of fact, I be seeing another motherfucker saying King of Drill, SG Batman.
That's my boy. I fuck with him. I fuck with fool. That's my boy. But you know, you gonna make me call him. Like, I got a number. I can call him right now. You gonna make me call him. But bro, go see this shit, man. Folks know, man. I'm King of Drill, man. My boy be doing this shit too, though. Y'all better stop playing with us. He be doing this shit too, though. No bullshit.
That's a motherfucker that really hop in that bitch and freestyle.
Nah, yeah, that's my boy, though. I ain't gonna lie. I be seeing him go crazy and shit. He been dropping shit back to back, too. No bullshit. Yeah. Y'all go fuck with my dog, man.
Can we expect to see y'all do some shit one day?
Nah, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
We got some shit coming soon, for sure. He'll tell you, man.
So before we close out, is there anything else you want to get off your chest? Any messages, shout outs you want to give?
Shout out to everybody that's fucking with me. Fuck everybody that's not. Long live the Kings, man. Free the guys, man. Shout out my boy 16. Shout out Visualz coming through, man. Fucking with me. You know, we supposed to been did this shit anyway, but you know.
Oh yeah, love. Let everybody know how to get up with you on social media.
TDG Mouse on Instagram, man. Mouse Myers on Twitter. Facebook. I don't really want y'all to follow that. That's something else, but you know, TDG Mouse on Instagram. Mouse Myers on Twitter. Y'all know what's going on, man.
For sure.
Free D Money.